discuss about any triangle ABC. The distances of incenter from the vertices of the triangle. If I is the incenter, AI, BI and CI value we have to calculate. AI length, BI length and CI length we have to calculate. Distance of incenter from the vertices of the triangle we have to calculate. Okay, very easy. What is this angle? A by 2, internal angular bisector, right? A by 2. Incenter is nothing but the point of confluence of internal angular bisectors of the sides of the triangle. Okay, so now take the radius of the incircle. This is in radius, smaller. Okay, now take the triangle AI, suppose some D it is. Triangle AID you take. Triangle AID. Sin A by 2 how much? Sin A by 2 is opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side is R, hypotenuse is AI. That implies what is AI will be equals to R by sin A by 2. Okay, that is R into 1 by sin A by 2 is cosecant A by 2. So AI is cosecant A by 2. Similarly, what is BI? R cosecant B by 2. What is CI? R cosecant C by 2. R cosecant C by 2. So AI, BI, CI. Okay. So next. Now we will discuss the distance between excenters and vertices of the triangle. So what is excenter? We will discuss first. If you take any triangle, one internal angular bisector, extend these two sides, and two external angular bisectors, their point of concurrence means the point of concurrence of one internal angular bisectors, two external angular bisectors is called excenter. This is I1. Similarly, if you extend these sides also, you will get one more. That is, here also one internal angular bisector. This is one more. Like that, this side also one more excenter you will get. So, the point of concurrence of one internal angular bisectors and two external angular bisectors is called excenter. Okay. So, I1, I2, in this side also I3 will come. Now we have to calculate, suppose ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. Now we have to find AI1. Vertex to excenter. AI1 we have to calculate. Now what we do is just this is x radii. Say some R1. Okay, x circle will be formed like this. You will get the x circle like this. This side one x circle you will get. I to the sides external distance. Okay. This is R1. This is also, this side also if you draw one perpendicular R1. This is the radius of the x circle here. Okay. Now what is will be this angle? A by 2. Like the previous one. What is sin A by 2? In this triangle AI1, say suppose some D dash, AI and D dash. Sin A by 2 is opposite by hypotenuse, R1 by AI1. So what is AI1? Will be equals to R1 by sin A by 2, that is R1 cosecant A by 2. AI1 is R1 cosecant A by 2. Similarly, BI2 will be R2 cosecant B by 2. Similarly, CI3 R3 cosecant C by 2. R3 cosecant C by 2. AI1 is R1 cosecant A by 2. BI2 is R2 cosecant B by 2. CI3 is R3 cosecant C by 2. So this is about distance between the excenters and vertices of the triangle. Now we are going to discuss about distance between incenter and excenters. Distance between incenter and excenters. Distance between incenter and excenters. Distance between incenter and excenters we are going to discuss now. Okay, so that is incenter to excenter I1, II, II2, II3 we will discuss. II1, II2, II3. Before that, one point I want to discuss with you. See here. Now you see. Now if you observe here, this angle is C. This is angular bisector, right? This angle will be 180 minus C. So this angle will be 90 minus C by 2. This angle is also 90 minus C by 2. Similarly, this angle will be 90 minus B by 2. This angle will be 90 minus B by 2. 90 minus B by 2. Okay. So this is I. This is I. Okay. Now this is the point of concurrence, right? Two internal angular bisectors. Automatically third one passes through that. So AI already we calculated. What is the length of AI? We calculated as AI is R cosecant A by 2. We calculated. Okay. This we calculated as A2 AI1. We calculated as R1 cosecant A by 2. Just now we discussed AI as R cosecant A by 2. AI1 we calculated as R1 cosecant A by 2. AI is R1 cosecant A by 2. AI1 is R1 cosecant A by 2. Okay. Now we wanted I to I1 distance. I1 I can write as AI1 minus AI. Yes or no? AI1 minus AI. I will get II1, right? So AI1 is R1 cosecant A by 2 minus AI is R cosecant A by 2. Okay. Now take cosecant A by 2 common. Cosecant A by 2 into R1 minus R. Cosecant A by 2 into R1 minus R. Okay. So now R1 is cosecant A by 2 into R1 is 4R sin A by 2 cos B by 2 cos C by 2 minus R is 4R sin A by 2 sin B by 2 sin C by 2. Okay. Now cosecant A by 2 is 1 by sin A by 2. I will write. Into here what is that we can take common? 4R sin A by 2 we can take common. 4R sin A by 2 if we take common. We left with cos B by 2 cos C by 2 minus sin B by 2 sin C by 2. Cos B by 2 cos C by 2 minus sin B by 2 sin C by 2. Cos C cos D minus sin C sin D. Cos of A plus B. So cos of B plus C by 2. Cos of B plus C by 2. Here sin A by 2 cancel. You will get here 4R Cos of b plus c by 2 is nothing but sin a by 2. Now we got I1. What is the distance we got? 4r sin a by 2. I1 is 4r sin a by 2. I1 is 4r sin a by 2. Similarly, I2 you will get 4r sin b by 2. I3 you will get as 4r sin c by 2. I1 is 4r sin a by 2. I2 is 4r sin b by 2. I3 is 4r sin c by 2. This is the distance between the in-center and ex-centers. I1, I2 and I3. Now we will discuss distance between any two ex-centers or the sides of ex-center triangle. So here I1, I2, I3 are the ex-centers. Okay. Now we are going to discuss the distance between I1 and I2 as well as I2 and I3, I3 and I1. Or else, otherwise we can call it as the triangle formed by three ex-centers, we call it as ex-center triangle. So the sides of the ex-center triangles are nothing but I1, I2, I2, I3 or I3, I1. Okay, so that is about ex-center triangle. Now we will calculate the sides of the ex-center triangle. Okay, this is I. Okay, now what we do is extend the side BC, draw perpendicular. This is x radii R2. Okay, extend this side AC, draw perpendicular. This is x radii R1. Okay, x radii R1. This is x radii R2. Okay, now we need to calculate I1, I2 distance. I1, I2. We will check it out how to calculate. How to calculate I1, I2. Okay, now take the triangle. Say suppose this perpendicular is, bit of the perpendicular is here L. Take the triangle I1 MC. I1 MC. This is 90 minus a by 2. This is also 90 minus a by 2. This is one external angular bisector. Okay. Now we take sin 90 minus c by 2. Sin 90 minus c by 2 is equals to opposite side by hypotenuse, that is R1 by I1c. Sin 90 minus c by 2 is nothing but cos c by 2. Cos c by 2 equals to R1 by I1c. That is I1c is equals to R1 by cos c by 2. So I1c value we found. Now we take the triangle I2LC. I2LC. That is, now this is 90 minus c by 2 and this is also 90 minus c by 2. Okay. Now in that also you consider sin. Sin 90 minus c by 2. So why are we calculating this AC? Check it out. I1 to I2 distance we should calculate. We calculate this value. Similarly, we will calculate this also. That is sin 90 minus c by 2 equals to opposite. That is R2 by I2c. I2c. Okay. Now we wanted I1, I2. I1, I2. I1, I2 is can be written as I1c plus I2c. Okay, this length plus this length. R1 by cos c by 2. R1 formula is 4r sin a by 2 cos b by 2 cos c by 2 by cos c by 2 plus this length R2. R2 formula is 4r cos a by 2 sin b by 2 cos c by 2 by cos c by 2. Cos c by 2, cos c by 2 cancel. It's a cancel. In these two terms, 4r take common. 4r times of sin a by 2 cos b by 2 plus cos a by 2 sin b by 2. Sin a by 2 cos b by 2 plus cos a by 2 sin b by 2. Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Sin of a plus b. Sin of a by 2 plus b by 2, that is a plus b by 2. That is 4r sin a plus b by 2 is nothing but cos c by 2. So what is the value of I1 I2 we got? I1 I2 is 4r cos c by 2. Okay, similarly I2 I3 will be 4r cos a by 2. Similarly I3 I1 or I1 I3 is 4r cos b by 2. Now we got length of the sides of the eccentric triangle. Now we will find out the area of the eccentric triangle. Area of the eccentric triangle. Okay, so area of the eccentric triangle is area of triangle I1, I2, I3 is product of the three sides by 4 times the circumradius, right? Or otherwise half BC sin A, half AB sin C, or half CA sin B. So half AB sin C. Now I1, I2, just now we got I1, I2 is 4r cos c by 2. This length we got just now, 4r cos c by 2. This length we will get as 4r I1 I3, right, cos b by 2. Okay, so that is half into product of this side and this side into sine of this angle, that is 4r cos b by 2 4r cos b by 2 into 4r cos c by 2 into sine of the angle between them, that is sine of 90 minus c by 2. Okay, that is half into 4r I1 I2 cos c by 2 I1 I3 cos b by 2. This is 90 minus a by 2. Now 4r cos b by 2 cos c by 2, this is 4r into 4r 16 r square, cos b by 2 cos c by sin 90 minus a by 2 is cos a by 2. This is 8 r square, 2 1 jar 2 8 jar, 8 r square cos a by 2 cos b by 2 cos c by 2. This is area of the triangle ABC. Sorry, area of the triangle I1, I2 and I3. Area of the triangle I1, I2, I3 is 8r square cos a by 2 cos b by 2 cos c by 2. Okay, this is about area of eccentric triangle. So what is the circumradius of eccentric triangle? Circumradius is, suppose some r double dash, circumradius of I1, I2, I3 is product of the sides by 4 times the area. Product of the sides, what are the sides? 4r cos a by 2, 4r cos b by 2, 4r cos c by 2 by 4 times the area. Area is 8r square cos a by 2 cos b by 2 cos c by 2. So cos a by 2 cos a by 2 cancel, cos b by 2 cos b by 2 cos c by 2 cos c by 2. R square r cancel, 1 4 1 4 cancel. So what is the value you will get? Here 4 into 4 16 16 R. Okay, so here you will get 1 4 1 4 cancel, 4 4 is 16. Here one more 8 is there, no? 8 6 8 2 is 16, 2R. So R dash is 2R. 2 times the circumradius is nothing but the circumradius of excenter triangle. Circumradius of excenter triangle is 2 times the circumradius, okay, of the given triangle ABC. And delta is the, here the area of excenter triangle is 8R square cos A by 2 cos B by 2 cos C by 2.